Hi, it's me. My name is Megadre Lakayan from Occidental Mindoro State College, and I am here to discuss the ways to express anger in helpfully rather. So actually I made this video for the completion of our grade in Mr. Santino subject, and together with my friend Joey Rodanyo. Hi. Thank you for allowing me to use this room. So, I wasn't hoping for you to like it, but just enjoy, okay? So, first, we're going to discuss about anger. Anger is often thought of as a negative emotion, right? Perhaps this is because we often express it in negative and violent ways. Keep in mind, however, that anger is a normal emotion that every one of us experiences from time to time. But learning how to express it in a constructive way is a sign of good mental health and emotional maturity. Now, think of some ways where you have seen anger expressed. Perhaps you have seen a child throw a temper tantrum, or someone kick the wall, or take a swing at someone else. But some people let their anger build up without saying or doing anything until they just explode and strike at someone who happens to be around. See? Now, the question is, how can you express anger in constructive ways? In the case of other emotions, we must first recognize our feelings, and if possible, identify the source of feelings. Sometimes, there is nothing we can do about what is causing our anger, but we can find ways to cope with it so it does not build up, which may help us to reduce the risk that we might act on impulse and then be sorry later. As the saying goes, regrets are always in the end. So, I have here the 8 ways on how to channel your anger in constructive ways. The first one is, channel your energies into productive work. If you can write a poem or a short story, or else compose a song, or even paint, any productive work that you can do. Why? Because sometimes, or oftentimes rather, emotion adds beauty on what we do. For example, in painting, emotion helps us to be creative in a way that we reflect what we feel on what we are doing, so that our painting becomes more powerful and meaningful. And that's it. And this is one way of channeling our anger into productive work. The next is, get away by yourself or have a good cry. There are times that we do feel like being alone. So you may go to some quiet places or comfortable places, and then you think there you can think very well, and then you realize that what you have done, and then have a good cry. Always remember that crying is not a sign of weakness. Remember that, because crying is a sign that we're human. We have feelings, and we tend to get hurt when something goes wrong. Crying does not only cleanses our eyes, but also washes away the pain. And it's metaphor, remember, it's not crying that literally washes the pain. We cannot hold the pain, we cannot see it. Okay? So it is good that crying sometimes helps. Okay? The third one is, do hard physical exercise. By exercising, you are not you became busy, right? Instead of acting violently somewhere, then why don't you just swim or run or play basketball? So you tend to forget the pain that you are experiencing from that time. So by this kind of activity, you became aware of your health. It does not only ease the pain, but also keeps your body fit. Because when your body is in good condition, you could also think better. The next thing is punch a pillow. So this way. So using a pillow, you can, if you really wanted to act violently on it, when instead of punching trees or stones or punching the wall, why don't you use pillow? Because in the first place, it's safe, right? Okay, Joby. Okay, come on, right here. Are you hurt? Were you hurt? No, so it's fine. No, it's fine. Okay, thank you. So punching a pillow is one way of channeling our anger. Punching a pillow or punching bag is also applicable. Well, by using this kind of activity, you express your anger in a way that you don't hurt someone or yourself as well. Because it's soft, then you can bite it, you can punch it or kick it, whatever you want to do. Pillow is a safe thing, remember. The next is count to 10 very slowly. Okay, why don't we do it? Take a deep breath and then slowly exhale to the count of 10. Repeat this breathing exercise several times to keep you relaxed. Okay, by busily counting, you are not adding fuel to the fire, right? By moving it over and over, because many people tell us that if you're angry, then count to 10. If you're still angry, then you make it 100. As long as you continue to be calm continuously. Okay. This familiar technique allows us to distract the things that we might act on, or the danger that we might act on, because whenever we get angry, we cannot control we just act without thinking what will happen in the future. So it's good that we should always calm and relax in a short period of time, so that we can avoid the danger, right? So that is our 1, 2, 3, 4. Our sixth way of expressing anger in helpful way is listen to good music. We love music and we enjoy listening to it. According to research, listening to music lowers the blood pressure in our body. And that's awesome, right? Because music helps us to relax and then to enjoy the tune, la 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 la. Okay, so it helps us to release the anger or the high blood pressure in your body. And of course, one more thing is, when listening to music, we tend to relate on the lyrics. There are music which lyrics are really inspirable. we got a lot of ideas on how to cope up with our problems and etc. So music helps us a lot, right? Okay. And the other one is pick up the phone and call a friend. It's good that we have friends, right? Especially during the times that we're in trouble, we have something to lean on or to count on. And by calling a friend, you have someone to share your problems with. And sometimes they also helps you to solve your problems. They were giving you a lot of suggestions on how to cope with your problems in free. Alright, so you can call your friend but be sure that your friend is the one you can trust. Alright? Then our last thing is write down your feelings. It is good that you keep a small book and write a journal. By writing a journal, you are expressing yourself freely. You can describe what are you feeling and then just express what you are experiencing. And then as time goes by, you realize how those problems, how those overcomings help you to become stronger, right? So it's okay to keep a journal because no one needs to see what you write. Just keep it and then it's up to you whether you want to share it or just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. Okay, aside from that, I also have here the ways on how to deal with the other person that you are having trouble with. So I have here 3 ways on how to talk it over so that you could solve your problems in a good way, okay? So the first thing is tell what has happened and how you feel. It's natural. This is really very important because if we just keep it ourselves, then it's not good because we bring it whenever we go and we tend to be nothing. Forget about it. Tell us what happened or how you feel. Discuss your problems with the other person, and then you should all watch the voice that you're going to use. Come on. The next thing is start your statements with the word I. Avoid using the word you, remember. Because using the word I, you are taking all the responsibilities on how you feel, then blaming others. If you say that, because I think I just act violently that time, so it's not offensive. By using the word I, people have no need to be defensive because they don't feel like being attacked. That's what I said earlier. You are taking all the responsibility. And then also, people more wanted to talk with your problems because it really feels that you are sincere when you always use the word I, okay? So the last thing is, discuss what do you think you can do. Offer your part together with your opponent, something like that. Why don't you suggest things in order to solve the problem. You may ask your partner what part of the situation do we need to fix? Okay, is it okay to da, 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 like that? But but the important is you are asking for your you are discuss what you think you can do. You are offering your part on how to solve the problem. Okay. Following these steps does not ensure that you will solve the problem. The other person may choose not to talk about the problem, and you have no control over how the other person responds or reacts. However, you have expressed your feelings in helpful, constructive manner, and you will feel better for doing it. And that's all for today. I'm sure that you got some ideas on how to deal with your anger, okay? So it's time to say goodbye and goodbye.